Some of the most stunning terrain on Earth, the Canadian Rockies. I was looking on Google Earth for ways to climb the highest peak in the Highwood Range. I could find no report of anyone ever approaching it from this magnificent-looking valley full of waterfalls. Why not? Is it possible? I'm going to find out, and you, well, you're coming along. Welcome to SWELLER'S and Weller.
We're off on a multi-day backpacking trip to hopefully climb a few peaks. But first, we've got a little bit of a bike approach. But before that, we've got to cross this river with our bike and our backpack. So let's get busy. Well, that wasn't too bad. Not even knee height. Oh. That's cold for the fourth time. Oh. Time to put the boots on. A good 45-minute bike ride, and now we're at the remnants of an old sawmill site. That means we have to ditch the bike and start hiking now. We come nearly 7 kilometers, and this is where I'm going to set up camp for the weekend. So I'm going to hang all my extra food that I don't need for today and jettison my extra gear, because we're going to continue on and try Highwood Peak. I'm going to just store all my extra gear in a plastic bag and hide it in the bush here and not worry about setting up the tent or anything, because days are getting shorter now that it's fall and I want to get up and down the peak before it's dark. I can set up camp in the dark if I have to. Good job! So we've got the bear hang done and all the extra gear is stowed away in a plastic bag. We're ready to go. Let's try Highwood Peak. So here's the thing, guys. I've never actually found any record of anyone ascending Highwood Peak from this valley. Everyone comes over from the Pickle Jar Lakes Valley. So it's going to be a bit of an adventure. However, I do know there is a trail going from this valley over a col and down to Pickle Jar Lakes. So we can follow that for a while, but eventually we're going to have to split off into some unknown terrain on the right. And I looked on the maps and there's a section of cliffs. So the question is, can we work our way through them or work our way around them? I don't know. We'll have to see. But provided we can do that, then there should be a nice scree bowl where we can climb, and we will actually join up with a more normally used ascent route. But provided we can bypass those cliffs, we'll end up in a alpine bowl full of rocks, which will lead us up, and we will join the more normal scramble route. But the first challenge might be finding the side trail that branches off and goes over to Pickle Jar Lakes from the main trail that we've been traveling all day so far. Apparently, there was supposed to be a cairn there, but there's maybe not a cairn anymore. And there's no GPS tracks or anything, so I'm going to have to sniff it out, go by feel. Hopefully I can find it. Here it is, the hard to find turnoff. Right there. Don't miss it. If you do miss it, you go along the main trail And you get a second chance. Right here. Here's another branch. But after that, if you missed it, too bad for you. We are really going up now, my friends. Now the work begins. I've broken the rear brakes on my bicycle, so now I only have front brakes. And now I have broken the arm off of my sunglasses, but I have trusty duct tape, so I've taped them back together. And now I've broken my pole. But we're still going up Highwood Peak. Well, I've completely lost any sort of trail here. But the good news is I've gotten a bit higher and I'm out of the forest, so I can see the lay of the land and what's going on. So I know exactly where I am and approximately where I need to go, or where I plan to go. So it shouldn't be a problem. It's just I'm going by feel now a little bit. It's getting a bit windy up here though, so recordings might get a little noisy. So in the far distance you can see a ridge line, and below that I don't know if you can make out, but there is sort of a secondary ridge, and that's kind of the cliff band that I was saying I had to get over. But over on the right you can see it's treed, so I'm hoping I can sneak through there, and then the peak is back and over to the right. I've got my bearings and I know the normal ascent route is above these cliff bands, and these are the cliff bands that I was worried about getting up and over. And I thought if I couldn't get up and over I could just go around them, but now there is a long, huge buttress that's going to be separating me from going around them. I'd have to do a lot of retracing, and I don't think it'd be possible. I'm going to lose too much time. So it's all on the line here. We have to hope we find a way through this cliff band. On the right, you can't see it, but the trees do go up right over top of it, I think. So hopefully in the trees, that signals it's not too steep. It'll be a secret passage for us. Oh, you know what, guys? I think I can now see the final ramp where we join up with the normal route, which means I think I'm actually right now going through the cliff band, or have already gone through it. But I can't tell because I've been following the gentle slope through the trees, and it's remained gentle. So I think we've done it. I think we just have to get over this little cliff band waterfall here in the canyon, and then we'll be in the bowl and ready to join the normal route. Let's hope. Don't want to speak too soon. You can see now I'm basically right in line with the top of them. We've made it. Now we're in the bowl. Hopefully that is the last of the unknowns to conquer. Now we just have to go up this slope here. It's all good. Let's get up there. Oh, looks like it's gonna get a little spicy up ahead. The normal route comes from up over top of that col and then down into the basin above the rock band that we had to navigate. Coming in from the left is where we came, and then it starts traversing up here, and we're heading up to this kind of little saddle in the ridge ahead. Now we just gotta traverse up this one last scree ramp, and we'll be there. Summits in the sun. Now that I know the lay of the land a bit more, I think on the return I'm going to try going back down this other valley. It'll kind of make it a loop and be a bit shorter on the return. Since I can see it pretty clearly now, I don't think there's any difficulties, but once I get a bit lower I'll know soon, and then I could turn around if I have to, but I think it's okay. I'm not sure if you can see, but there looks like there could be a little cliff band if I take the shortcut. But anyways, it's worth the risk, I think, because it's not actually costing us too much elevation to go down there. And maybe we can get a way around it. Getting higher. What I'm hoping is close to the last 100 meters here. And I'm getting knackered. Well, I've done an extra 100 meters elevation from what I thought I had to. And what I said before. But I am hoping that this is the summit ridge right up above me, and the summit's got to be up in here. Absolutely magnificent. What a view. Unbelievable. Woo! Well, over top the ridge and down the other valley, Junction Lakes. And then here's the way I came up. Looking west. Wow. Extreme. Unbelievable. Beautiful. Oh, now we're at the summit. You know what time it is. Meat and cheese time. I already eat all my cheese coming up because I was famished. But I still have some pepperoni, man. Oh, pepperoni. To the rescue. Man, I am exhausted. That was hard. Really hard ascent. Just tedious. So, yeah. We'll take a look around. I think, even though it's later in the day, it's hardly out of the way to check out this shortcut gully. I'm just hoping I can sneak away down that, and then it'll actually cut off a fair bit of distance from going back up and around. So, yeah. Take a look around. Let's get out of here. Getting late in the day. Scree! Yeah! Thank heavens. I just started going down in this scree, and it's easy going. You get some good speed. And I noticed my camera was out of my pouch. It dropped. So, I had to go back up. I was only maybe 50 meters down, but luckily, it was just 10 meters above me. Thank heavens. It would have been murder going up again. And it would have been murder if I would have got to the bottom of this scree. That would have been it. I couldn't have come up and got it. It would have been too much. Whew. Lesson learned. Anyways, let's go down. Nice scree ramp. All the way down the rest of the way. Woo! Oh, yeah, baby. Shit. Big cliff. Ah, too bad. Ah. Oh, well. It was worth a try. It didn't cost me much. It only cost me like 40 meters of extra descent that I'll have to go back up now, but oh well. Worth a try. You know, this is actually working out okay. This side of the bowl has a nice ramp with good rock, and it's so easy going compared to traversing the other side that I did on the way in. That was just loose and horrible and so long. This is okay. Well, we're past all the hard stuff. Now we're back, almost back on the trail, and should be easy, cushy walking from there. Oh, no more worrying about rope finding and if things are going to work out. Now we just have to worry about normal stuff, like bears. Well, we're back to, I don't know if you remember where I lost the trail on the way in, but we're back. There's the cairn. There's solid trail now, and we're losing light, so I don't know if we'll make it back before dark, but we got the headlamp. We're prepared. No big deal. We have good trail now to follow, and it's all downhill. Only about 200 meters down, but I don't know. I think we got a kilometer or two to walk. Could be at least half an hour. So let's get moving. Let's see if we can beat the dark. Little horse camp along the trail. There's fungus on the side of the tree. Grotesque. Back at camp! And it's not pitch black. But light is fading, so I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get the tent up, get organized, and then get dinner on. And later, we'll do a debrief of Highwood Peak. Okay, official stats for Highwood Peak. It was 6 hours, 12.19 kilometers, and 1,232 meters gain. So that was a pretty respectable climb after the 7-kilometer approach with the bike and all of the backpacking gear. I'm happy with it and looking forward tomorrow to checking out Junction Peak and perhaps the traverse to Piriform Mountain. But right now, it is time to eat! Mexican rice is a brewing for dinner. Oh, so delicious. As mentioned, this route to Highwood Peak is not the normal route. The normal route comes from Pickle Jar Lakes, but I think this route has some real merit because A, you get to stay at a fantastic campsite, and also add Junction Mountain and Piriform Mountain as other trips, so you can make a weekend of it. Next time on Sweller Van Dweller. Summiting Junction Mountain, and then we're going to take a look at the traverse to Piriform Mountain. My glasses are absolutely destroyed. Looks a bit spicy. A very colorful Spider-Man. Fireball! Now the knife is coming up. I'm exhausted. I don't want this anymore. If you don't just think I'm some sort of crazy lunatic, then I would be humbled if you would consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a thumbs up. It's the only way you can support me and let me know you like what I'm doing and you want me to continue. Until next time, thanks for watching.